What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool video where we will talk about the aftermath of the Champions League final. I will do later a detailed video on the absolute disgraceful organization around the Champions League, the French police, the way that they tear-gassed supporters, and UEFA was an absolute disgrace, an absolute shambles. If you were in Paris yesterday and if you witnessed anything, let me know in the comments below and I will probably read your comment in the video. I'm still putting more research into the topic, so I want to have a comprehensive, very detailed analysis of what exactly went wrong and went on before, during and after the Champions League final. But in this video we will talk about Jurgen Klopp's reaction to the Champions League final loss, and his immediate reaction after the game was where is the Champions League final next season? Istanbul, book a hotel right now. He had a feeling after we lost the 2018 final that we will be back in the Champions League final very soon and win it, and we actually did that the next season. And remember when Liverpool lost the Premier League title with 97 points the last time, we went on to have an incredible 99-point season, and I think that's what Liverpool are planning and aiming to do next season. I already want to look forward because you can't dwell too much on this result. We just came up against a superhuman goalkeeper who had the game of his life. Courtois made the most saves in a Champions League final in the history of football. 9 saves. Never before has a goalkeeper made this many saves in a Champions League final. That says it all, that we just came up against a historical, superhuman performance from a world-class goalkeeper, and I think Liverpool didn't do much wrong. We dominated the game, created a lot more chances than Real Madrid, and we should have won the game, but it wasn't to be. Let's hope that Salah, Mane and the other players stay at Liverpool at least for one more year, so we can have a shot at the Champions League and the Premier League trophy. And this team will be so hungry and so motivated to put things right. Probably Liverpool will need to freshen things up in the summer transfer window, but Jurgen Klopp said that in 2018 he had a feeling that this Liverpool team will get to another Champions League final. Now he believes that, and he trusts this squad and these players to go again next season, to come back and to win one of the major prizes next season. So either the Premier League or the Champions League, or potentially both. Liverpool will be gunning all out for those. And Jurgen Klopp was, I think, very fair in his assessment after the game. He said, when I saw the stats, if it was 50-50 possession, but we had a lot more shots on target. Real Madrid only had 1 shot on target, and that was the goal. And that's the most decisive stat. Just to make sure that nobody thinks I wouldn't congratulate Real Madrid, I'll do that now, but I also congratulated everybody present and involved outside personally. Real Madrid scored a goal, we didn't. That's the easiest explanation in the world of football, and it's harsh, it's hard, but we respect that, of course. When the goalkeeper is man of the match, then something is going wrong for the other team. So we had, I think, 3 really big chances where Courtois made incredible saves. I would have loved to have had a few more big chances of this caliber. That's the one criticism I think that Liverpool should have, with the amount of possession and with the amount of shots, with the amount of domination in play we had. We should have made more clear-cut chances, but 3 should have been enough to score at least 1 goal to take the game into extra time. Mo Salah's shot in the last like 5 minutes, in the 85th minute or something, that should have gone in. If he goes low and hard, I think Courtois doesn't save it. Most of the shots were good heights for the goalkeeper. It wasn't really very low or very high into the roof of the net, or very low into the bottom corner. And in the last third, Jurgen Klopp said we could have done better. The pass here, the crosses, especially towards the end of the game, towards Courtois, making the crosses, rushing play a little bit at the end, didn't make too much sense. Let me know how do you see the game today, and how do you see the events that unfolded before, during and after the Champions League final? And also, do you think that this Liverpool team needs a major overhaul, or do you think that we just need 1 or 2 players? Do you think we will have Mane, Salah, Firmino Naby Keita next season as well, or we will sell one or two of those 4 players. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And if you want to cheer me up, all you need to do is just leave a like and subscribe if you are new here. And Jurgen Klopp also said that Liverpool had the best phase after Real Madrid went 1-0 up. Then we played immediately exactly in the spaces that we had to play. In the first half there were good moments when we found Sadio Mane next left to right from Casemiro free. Their centre half stayed very deep and Sadio could turn, he arrived in the box. We wanted to play a bit more in their formation in the second half than around their formation. The problem is when you play against Real Madrid and they defend that deep, the counter-attacking threat is immense. You cannot ignore that. I saw us doing really a lot of good things, to be honest, but it was not enough, and we take that. And Jurgen Klopp didn't know much about the trouble outside of the stadium, but he said, I know the families had real struggles to get into the stadium, but the reasons I don't know yet. What I heard is that we will have further investigations to figure out what was going on there. I heard a few things that were not good, not nice. Obviously it was pretty tricky out there, but I don't know more about it. And of course you can't blame Jurgen Klopp for that because he was concentrating on the game. He had a game of football to win. And yes, he was asked, this was Liverpool's 63rd game of the season. And let me say that doesn't help, but I don't think it was the reason why we lost the Champions League final. The chances we had when the player shoots a ball, the ball is going in or not is on the foot actually only an inch, that's all. Nothing to do with being at the peak of your physical things or not. We had this situation, the chance in the one-on-one situation from close range with Mo Salah. We know how often Mo scored in these situations. It was just an outstanding save from Courtois, and we have to respect that as well. I think Madrid had 1 shot on target, is that right? And that was a goal. But look, I understand 100%. I respect the reason for playing football and having these kind of competitions is to win the game, and whatever you do, as long as it's in the rules, it's allowed and you can do it, it's completely fine. We had to defend as well in moments, just that we blocked the shots or whatever. We played a good game, but when you lose 1-0, you have to admit it was then not good enough. I told the boys in the dressing room after we had a bit of time, obviously, watching the celebrations of Real Madrid, that I feel pride already. But I saw as well I was the only one in the dressing room at that moment feeling that. The boys need a little bit longer for that. These boys played an outstanding season. The 2 competitions we couldn't win. We didn't win for the smallest of margins. 1 point and 1-0. What does that say? Man City during the season were just 1 point better, and tonight Real Madrid were 1 goal better. That says nothing about us. The difference between 2018 and now is that I see us coming again. In 2018 I wished it, but I couldn't know. But these boys are really competitive. They have an incredible attitude. It's a fantastic group, and we will go again definitely. Tomorrow we will celebrate the season. It's good that we don't have to do that now immediately, but after a night's sleep and maybe another talk or speech from me, the boys will realize how special it is what they did. Even if nobody on this planet would understand that we have a parade tomorrow, we still will do it, and I really hope that everybody who has the chance to get to Liverpool is there tomorrow and celebrates together with us a fantastic season which we all had together. It didn't end like we wanted, but yeah, that's facts. How I said, the club is in a good moment and we will go again. And yeah, Real Madrid, apart from their goal, they didn't have a shot on target. That is a good sign for my team. We had 9 shots on target. That is really a good number, but the problem is they scored with 1 shot and we didn't score with 9 shots on target. That's the difference between losing and winning. It's not important if any other team could have won tonight, because Real Madrid qualified for the final, we qualified for the final, we couldn't win. That's the only thing that counts. This team of Real Madrid is incredibly experienced. They have the most experienced manager in European football, now the most successful as well. In a football game, in a close football game, and even when we had a lot more shots than Real Madrid, it is about scoring easy. Then the other problem is, with 24 shots, how you say, I remember 3 situations where Courtois made a world-class save, and with our quality, we can cause them more problems. We should have caused them more problems. Real Madrid deserved the Champions League trophy, that's how it is. When if you lose, you have to think you could have done better. That's normal, we think we could have done better. Is it possible at game number 63 to play your absolute best football? I don't know, but I saw a lot of good things. My team was full of desire, full of passion. We tried really hard, and you don't get the reward. That's part of the game. It will never change. What's the reason for that? I don't believe these kind of things that Real Madrid is unbeatable in finals. They will lose a final someday, but it didn't happen tonight. So I think Real Madrid could not care less what will happen, when that will happen. And for us, it's not too interesting as well. So I think that's a very fair and honest assessment from the manager Jurgen Klopp. And I think this team, this Liverpool team, will go again, and they will be even more hungry, even hungrier, and even more motivated next season. And Andy Robertson said that the dressing room after the loss is quiet and it's devastated. That's what happens when you lose a cup final. We had chances, we came up against an unbelievable goalie tonight. He pulled up some unbelievable saves. But if we are being honest as well, I think we could have played a little bit better, especially second half. I thought first half we played well, we were in control, we were the ones kind of pushing. Second half we didn't start great, they started getting the hold of the game a bit more. But when you come up against an experienced team, they know how to win finals. Once they got their noses in front, they showed that. And yes, we are a pressing team, so Real Madrid had counterattacks, but because we try to press from the front, and it's worked so much for us this season, in all seasons and things like that. We were trying to win the ball high up, and obviously they have ended up breaking down, and then we have been caught at the back post, and next minute the ball is in the back of the net. That's football for you. You have to deal with that. Obviously it's hard to get back into the game when you are playing against a very experienced team in these finals and things like that. They know exactly how to see out the game. We had our chances, but it just wasn't meant to be. And yeah, that's the full assessment, I think. But I think Liverpool still had a great, outstanding season. Very, very small margins separated Liverpool from winning the treble or the quadruple, and I think this was the best Liverpool team in the history of Liverpool, and also this was probably the best Liverpool season in terms of the performance of the season, not the results, because yes, Liverpool won more trophies in a single season than this season. We won a league and Champions League doubles before, so I can't say this is the best season ever in Liverpool's history. But if you just look at the performance and not the end result and not the number of trophies, in terms of the performance, in terms of goals scored, in terms of football played, this was Liverpool's best ever season. I'm pretty convinced about that. So today there is a trophy parade in Liverpool, so if you are going, make sure to celebrate and sing your hearts out, because this Liverpool team deserves it. They left absolutely everything out on the pitch in every single game during the season, and we know that small margins were separating Liverpool from true greatness and true immortality, because if we would have won one more point or two more points in the Premier League, we would have been champions. If we were just a little bit luckier, or if we came up against Courtois on an average day and not on his best day of his life, we would have won the Champions League as well. But we have to learn from this, and we have to strengthen even more and go again next season and try to win more trophies next season. So come on Liverpool, let's do exactly that. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.